Hi everybody, Miss Rachel from the Farmingdale Public Library here, and today I'm going to show you how to make your own chocolate cake in a mug. For this activity, you will need some unsweetened cocoa powder. Be sure that it is unsweetened cocoa powder. You don't want to use hot chocolate for this. Hot chocolate will not work. It'll taste kind of not good. We're going to need one banana, preferably a ripe one egg, a mixing bowl, and a teaspoon measuring increment. You're also going to need something to mash your banana with, such as a fork or a butter knife. And of course, you will need a mug. So let's get started, okay, everybody? First thing we're going to do is we're going to peel our banana and we're going to mash it. So I'm going to start by peeling my banana into my bowl, and then I'm going to take my plastic knife and I'm going to start by cutting my banana into chunks into the bowl. You could just toss it in like this, or if you even want, you can use a potato masher or a meat mallet. That would also work really well. Today, I'm going to be using a plastic knife to start chopping it into smaller chunks, and then my fork. I wash my hands before this program. Be sure your hands are clean before you start sticking your fingers into the banana, but once your hands are clean, you can go to town and mash away. I also find that it helps if your bananas are at room temperature. So if it's a hot day, you might want to leave it out for a minute instead of putting it, say, in the refrigerator or in an area that's air conditioned. Okay, and the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my fork and I'm mashing up my banana. And you want to get it as mashed up as you possibly can. Don't be afraid to put a little bit of force into it. The whole idea here is we don't want our banana to be lumpy, because then your cake will be lumpy. And this is why it's very important to use a ripe banana as well. A banana that is not yet ripe will be a lot harder to mash, and it won't taste as sweet. It'll taste a little bit on the bitter side. So you can mash this as long as you'd like. Get mad at it. Squish, banana, squish. So what I'm doing is I'm holding the pieces that are still big lumps with my fork and then using a plastic butter knife to chop them up very, 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 very finely, and then going crisscross until it's a nice mushy puree. And then you can take your fork again, and if it mashes like mashed potatoes, you know it's good. Okay, so there is my mashed banana. Next, we are going to crack one egg into our dish. Now be sure you wash your hands before eating this, because raw egg is not good. And now what we're going to do is we're going to mix our egg and our banana together until it is all one consistency and you don't see banana chunks on one side and egg chunks on the other. So it should be all one nice yellow color. Now at this step, this is also a good time to mash your banana again with your fork. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and mash it around, mix it around. Again, as few lumps as possible in this. So it should kind of look like scrambled eggs, but it'll smell like bananas. Okay, and when this is all mixed up and you like the consistency of it, it's not too lumpy, so we've got a nice yellow kind of paste here. What we're going to do is we're going to take 2 teaspoons of our unsweetened cocoa powder. 1 teaspoon. Well, 2 teaspoons. And then we're going to mix this all together really well. So it should all be one uniform brown color with no gritty bits from the cocoa powder and no big lumps of banana. Now the secret to this is eggs are what is called a binding agent. In other words, eggs are what make everything stick together and form a uniform consistency. This is because of the proteins in the eggs. So I'm going to mix this up. And again, you don't want there to be any lumps in it, so I'm going to take my spoon and I'm going to start folding it kind of like the way you would lift up spaghetti until my batter is all one color. Now this works a little bit easier if you have a bigger bowl, but if you're using a smaller bowl, you can use both of these to stir it and make the batter uniform. And don't be afraid to scrape the sides to get some more of that yummy cocoa powder in. The more cocoa powder you have, the more chocolatey it will taste. However, since this is unsweetened cocoa powder, we don't want to use too much cocoa powder because then it won't be a sweet cake. It'll taste more like a muffin. And this is going to be a very, very, very moist chocolate cake. So I hope you like moist chocolate cake. Okay. And when you like your batter and it's all one uniform brown color, we're going to take our mug here and we're going to pour the batter in. Okay, so I have my batter here in my mug, and now I'm going to go and put it in the microwave for 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'm going to check it then, and then if need be, I'm going to test it, and then put it in for another 30 seconds. Okay, so here we go. I'll see you when it's done, everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. So here I have my cake inside my mug. And the secret to knowing when it's clean is if you take a butter knife or a toothpick and if you stick it in and it comes out clean. See? Pretty much clean. And then, well, you might want to let it cool a little bit because this will feel kind of like lava. This has a sort of lava cake consistency. And think about if you want to add any kind of toppings, like say some frosting or some peanut butter or maybe a scoop of ice cream. And then when you're ready and it's nice and cool, take a spoon. And dig in. So that's how you make a chocolate cake in a mug. I hope you had a good time making this recipe. And I'll look forward to seeing you again soon at some of our other programs. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.